What is Erika Kirk selling? What Turning Point USA just put on sale should disturb you. Erika's new business is disturbing. She found a new way to profit off of her dead husband, off of Charlie. And this one is super grim. And this business is so disturbing. You're not going to believe me. I'm just going to need to show you because I need you to see what Turning Point USA is doing with their dead founder today. This guy got shot in the neck in front of a crowd in September 2025. The normal response to that would be grief. Their response was to do anything and everything to make some money off of it. It's Trump shit. It's like slap a logo on everything you can find, brand everything, steaks, cell phones that don't exist, toilet paper, anything you can find. They've also been on a nonstop media frenzy, stopping at nothing. We were talking about pyrotechnics, books, grift for days. And it's truly hard to shock us at this point, but somehow they have managed because this is the single most disturbing thing I've seen yet. And I was in Arizona to see the pop-up photo booth where you could pose with your dead husband. I was there in real life. I saw that. So now I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you exactly how they chose to roll this out because those details matter too. It's all in the name of Jesus Christ. Am I right? So if you're new here, real quick, I'm Loren Piretra. Willa Piretra is taking a snooze. She's in a pike position. It is so cute. And some quick housekeeping here. So Stephen Little Bitch Miller, at the time of this recording, is on the loose. He has made his way out of the deflection pool. He is damp, he's behind something, and he's watching. So as he's escaped once from this containment, we know that he is somewhere scurrying. He's low to the ground. He always finds the vents. So every time you don't subscribe, every time you don't go find us on Spotify, Apple, iHeart, wherever you get your podcast, every time you don't hype this video, he gets 1 inch closer to the surface. And we all know what happens when he reaches sunlight. And if you don't, it's not good. Subscribe, stay safe. Let's start things off at the top. Imagine posting this and being serious. Montana, we're here. The Make Heaven Crowded Tour is underway at the Emmanuel Baptist Church. The church is ready and we've got the truth to proclaim. Oh my God. Look at that crowd. Wow. Okay, we're keeping that energy because it does not get any less weird or more grounded from here. So Savannah Stone from the Turning Point USA Women and Young Girls Indoctrination Camp, where they got to learn how to submit to a man and pick up their underwear and keep their mouth shut if they're in a violent situation. Yeah. So Savannah Stone, listen. This is going to be mean. And I'm all for repeating outfits. I'm all for borrowing outfits, renting. Let's reduce our impact on the environment. Let's make it cool to wear the same thing over and over again. But Savannah, whenever I see her, she only appears to own this one dress, white lace, which I did actually learn one thing from Lauren Sanchez, and it is that white lace always looks tacky. It looks like something you would wear to like a bridal brunch in Tampa. That's not the real crime here, though. The real crime is that Savannah Stone is insisting that your iPhone is really just a secret coded message about Adam and Eve and the forbidden fruit.
So let's go back to the garden, shall we? What happened before all of humanity was cursed? A woman, Eve, goes before God and her husband and is tempted by the serpent. So how does this play out today? Satan still rules over the earth, and he uses tools like the media to specifically target us as women through emotional propaganda. Oh, that's not actually a baby. It's just a clump of cells. It's okay. You can just get rid of it. You can't afford to have a baby right now. Your happiness is the most important. The forbidden fruit is the media. You notice how there's literally an apple with a bite taken out of it on your phone? It's not a coincidence. Eve represents us as women of the West who look at the fruit, the media, and just cannot resist it. And Adam represents the weak Western man who says, happy wife, happy life, and does whatever she says instead of what God says. We have completely reversed God's design. Instead, what society should look like is this. God is above everything. The man listens directly to God. The woman listens to her husband.
Oh, man. Who taught her that one? That one's crazy. The apple is a logo. It's not religious. It's not a symbol for Adam and Eve. a guy just wanted an apple. Nobody loves to center themselves like MAGA. And I just need to quickly show you this because it's crazy.
So Toronto Dump posted the USA's new passport, which says, "Welcome, but be good, President DJT." For those that don't know how passports work, you need one to leave the country. It's not. You don't get a passport when you arrive here.
Okay. The Trump passport photo, it looks like it was shot while he was in a walker. It looks like the image you would see on a Silver Alert. And just when you think you've seen the centerpiece of weirdness this weekend, you haven't, because I got to toss it back to the Pastor Summit.
And this is the phrase that kind of dropped in my spirit. God still unlocks doors today. He still releases destiny, and he continues to speak to us now. See, the halls of history, they attest to the stories of men and women of God who have gone before us, who have labored, cried tears, died death, and prayed prayers, and they never saw the promises of God in their day. And behold, God rips the curtain away from our life, and we step onto the scene of destiny. That's that's the generation we're in today.
I feel like these people just like didn't have enough rhythm to rap, and this is where we landed on. So he's saying God unlocks doors today. And what I have to say to that is only if you're white, only if you've got a lot of money, because we are literally, Stephen Little Bitch Miller literally is trying to get rid of 2/3 of Americans, 2/3 of our population he wants out. And what are we doing with the rest of them? America, the United States, we have a refugee ban, a real one. If you're running from a war or a famine or a government that wants you dead, door's locked. Sorry, there is no unlocked door from God, according to Turning Point USA. The door is freaking bolted. But if you're a white South African, you're going to be welcome with open arms and a gift bag, a literal goodie bag. So according to the New York Times, there are going to be materials from PragerU, a children's book, promoting claims of reverse discrimination against white people, white identifying people such as South Africans, and a copy of Trump's 1776 Commission report, which downplays slavery's role in America's founding and criticizes aspects of modern civil rights. Historians quoted by the paper say the materials present a selective and misleading version of history. You don't say. But they're going to give them a tablet. They're literally going to get tablets and a flag and several hundred pages explaining why DEI is the real crisis of our times. And honestly, I'm sure, I'm willing to bet, if this is real, if this checks out, that there is a MAGA hat in there, or at the very least, a Turning Point USA Freedom t-shirt. But I wonder if there's this type of t-shirt, because this is the real tea. This is what I'm about to show you. This is the real tea. Because remember how I mentioned the grift, the ultimate grift, the most disturbing grift? I'm not going to soften it because they didn't.
Charlie Kirk, he wasn't a martyr. He wasn't killed for Christ. He was killed because of his views on transgenderism. But in 30 AD, the same people would have said John the Baptist, he wasn't a martyr. He wasn't killed for Christ. He was killed because he went to the king and told him to repent of his sexual morality.
Is that a Charlie Kirk after being pew-pewed costume? Is that being sold by Erika Kirk? I need you guys to remember that a man was actually killed. Very, very graphic slaughter. And this is Melissa Fent Cedra. She's an Australian preacher and runs a ministry with her husband, Martin. She looks like she's 14. It's very weird. Why does she look so young? Here she is on the Make Heaven Crowded tour while wearing a white freedom shirt styled soaked in blood. And this is what I need to say. Now I'm tapping back into my former career that's on hold brain. That is a licensed Charlie Kirk shirt. I am sure of it. That is the logo. This is their event. You do not wear bootleg merch on stage at a ticketed tour that you're being paid to speak at. This is sanctioned. They are testing it. This is a trial run. They are going to be producing these. They're not on the website yet. We can scroll on through and take a look. They are not there yet. I checked as of this morning, not there yet. But you can get a lot of other things. You can get a conservative girl t-shirt. You can get facts over feelings. You can get baby stuff, America the Beautiful. You could get Charlie Kirk walking into heaven pictures. You guys, no wonder they don't want history books. This type of shit is not going to age well. This is not a weird fan in a garage. This is a trial run. And here's the timing. Again, we are less than 10 days out from the preliminary hearing, July 6th through July 10th. Going to have cameras in the courtroom. This is going to be the most evidence anyone is yet to see in this case. And we're going to be covering it all. So again, remember, Stephen Miller is out there. He is at large. He's out of the deflecting pond. He's coming out of a vent, likely at any moment, and he's deeply unwell. So best thing you can do in this moment, if you want to keep staying informed about all these little details and things that other people aren't covering, make sure you subscribe. Find us wherever you get your podcasts. I am Loren P across social everywhere except for Twitter, where I'm Loren Piretra. And there's an imposter trying to sell shit on an I am Loren P. Not me there. So find us. Let us know in the comments what you think. I want to know also, too, if you've seen any Stephen Miller sightings. Has he been slithering around in a wall cavity? Let me know if you've seen him drinking any condensation. Stay safe. We'll be back with more.